Welcome to Next Radio with Broadcast Bionics, innovative solutions for creative people.
Hello everyone, I'm Nick Goodman. There will be no cock-sucking at all in this next 9 minutes, you'll be pleased to know. I'm a radio consultant. I work with a load of radio stations around the world, so I get to travel a lot and hear a load of different radio stations. And the one thing about radio stations around the world is that they're all pretty similar, actually. A top of hour is a top of hour wherever you are in the world.
Ja, goedemorgen, 8 minuten over 9. Hartelijk welkom bij het laatste uur van Dr. Joe voor deze woensdagochtend. Met zometeen de uitslag hier van de 4 kandidaten. Gaan er 2 door naar de finale voor The Voice of Holland. En hier is Chic.
Name the country? Netherlands. Station? Oh, you bunch of anoraks, you. Fantastic. Okay. So I've tried to distill the top 5 things that work in radio around the world into kind of 5 easy concepts for you. And the first of these is entertainment. Make me smile. Do something fun. Works all around the world, just like the station in Ireland did when they renamed their entire station to celebrate the inauguration of a certain US president who had ancestors there.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
In a world where I had a dream.
I have a dream. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
People have been doing these genealogical studies of me, and I've got all sorts of worlds in my background.
From the people who brought you wild sex and the gay bit.
Shame on fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Where one Irish man's great, extra great, really great, fantastic grandfather came from. He would become king of the world and put a small town called Moneygall on the international stage. Forget Bono.
I cannot play poker. The stakes are too high.
Forget Colin Farrell.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks a million. Thanks.
Forget Richie Cavanaugh. Even Gay Byrne.
You know more about Mary than anybody else. What happened to Mary?
Introducing Ireland's greatest son, Barack Obama.
Yes, we can!
Obama FM. Coming soon to a radio near you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yes, we can. Obama FM. Great idea, great fun. Next is emotion. Emotion works in any market around the world. Show me you care. Like this talk station in Texas did with the promo they aired after some devastating floods in their area.
At Talk Radio 950 KPRC, the recent torrential flooding in southeast Texas was more than a story. You see, it was happening to us. While other media outlets were boasting about their coverage, we were sweeping water and mud out of our studios and trying desperately to get our transmitter back on. Flooding and disasters are more than just a story. They happen to real people. They hurt people. They destroy lives and property. Sometimes even ours. We're Talk Radio 950 KPRC. We live here too.
We live here too. Very powerful message from the radio station. Okay, number 3, creativity. Crucial in every market around the world. I've never been to a radio station where creativity isn't their objective. Do something differently. We heard a lot of that in the last session. Just like this Kiss FM promo, back when Rick Dees did their morning show. They were doing the $1 Million Birthday Game, and they produced the promo in the style of the TV show Unsolved Mysteries.
Morning of September 30th, 1998. 22-year-old Carolina Kadzian awakes and makes her way to the kitchen.
How'd you sleep last night?
I got up, turned on the radio, and started getting ready for work.
After finishing breakfast at 8 a.m., Carolina starts her commute to the office.
When I got to work, I heard this voice, a familiar voice, and it was reading these numbers.
Then at 9:20, compelled by an unknown force, Carolina stands up and makes her way to the phone.
After a few attempts, I finally got through. And then he told me the news. He said, "You've won $1 million."
Was it a twisted prank by the IRS? Was it a dream simply too good to be true? Or could it have been the Kiss FM $1 million birthday game?
Listen to Rick Dees in the morning at 6:20 and 8:20 for a chance to win $1 million from the Rio Suite Hotel and Casino and 102.7 Kiss FM.
Next week we investigate the unfortunate radio career of Rick Dees on Unsolved Mysteries.
Next in our top 5 things in radio that work around the world is storytelling. Tell me a story. Paint the picture for me. Create some images in my mind. And this can even be done with a fun promo for a talk station.
Recently overheard in a bad Italian movie.
So I hear that Clinton's genitals are running wild again.
Un altro di quelli che non ci credono questo qua.
And where did you hear that?
Io sono anche vergine.
News Radio 970 WFLA, I suppose?
Io mi compiaccio, ma...
Yes, of course, on the web, but...
Poi guarda, non c'è neanche voglia di stare a contarla su, tanto figurarsi, sì.
Sometimes I think you love that radio station more than you love me. Haha.
Ma come accidente se dice?
But of course I do.
Ma io sto male, in fondo, che cosa ti costa?
It gives me all the news, information, and entertainment that I need.
Io soffro, fammelo per favore.
Why, Jack Harris alone gives me more in one morning than you could give me in 20 lifetimes.
Beh, allora non mica dire puttana,
Jack Harris is a whore.
Ma vedi, è che qui...
But Lola...
Prima mi parevo che ti piaceva.
Why do you say these hurtful things? Is it because you're jealous of 970 WFLA?
Ecco, me, Nisba, adesso ciappi su e mi scancelli, ce l'hai la bici, ecco, pedala, aria, anzi, fa l'altra roba, va all'inferno!
Yes, bringing the world to Tampa Bay and Tampa Bay to the world. This is News Radio 970 WFLA.
Hey, good night and ciao, amore.
And finally, honesty. Tell your listeners the truth. Be honest with them. Radio consumers are more savvy than ever before, and they'll spot if you're not being truthful with them. And perhaps you want to be as truthful as this guy.
A few minutes ago, I was letting in on a little bit of information that I'm assuming was supposed to be secret, but I was told that I'm going to be let go on Friday after my show, and I have since then, I confirmed it, and you know what, I've decided to just say screw it and give the big middle finger to upper management instead of giving them the opportunity. So first, I want to say thank you to you for making the last 4+ years of my life great here in Jacksonville and on Rock 105. I couldn't think of anywhere better to work here in Jacksonville. I'm glad I got to work here during some great times and during some not so great times. And again, thank you, upper management, for the not so great times. But in the end, I would not trade any of it for the world. And I'm grateful we spent the time together. Now, Don Davis and Rob Barr and Jake and the rest of my family here that makes things happen on the air, you guys are the greatest, and I wish nothing but the best for all of you. Now, on to the problem. There is nothing worse than managers that think that radio people are like commodities to be used up and thrown away with. They're no longer valuable to the shareholders, which, by the way, I've been working without a contract in good faith for the past few months in the hope that something would work out for me and I'd be able to work out something that would benefit both Cox Radio and my family. But obviously, that wasn't a priority. Now, I find out there's another deal in the works with somebody else, and they're only minutes away from handing me my walking papers. Well, here's your 15-second notice. Kiss my ass, Cox Radio Jacksonville, and especially you, Bill Hendrick and David Israel. You two empty suits will be lucky if this is the only time this happens to you. And it's going to be a bright day in Jacksonville when your desks are emptied and radio is free of you. Now, this shows you how much they're paying attention, by the way, because they should have been in here by now, and if they were really listening to the radio stations and knew what was going on. So thanks for nothing. Rotten hell, Cox Radio. I am gone.
So he puts down his headphones. Someone goes, oh my God, we better sort this out. You can hear the person running in to start a record. There you go. Very honest. So our top 5 things that work in radio around the world: entertainment, emotion, creativity, storytelling, and honesty. Do these things wherever you are in the world, and these guys will be happy. Everyone else in between. Thank you very much for listening.